Lindsay, do the opener. Like we prepared. Did you not memorize the opener?
No.
Are you fucking serious, dude? I asked you to do one thing, man. One fucking thing.
In fairness, he did ask you to do one thing. Why aren't you doing the opener?
He didn't. Oh, did he?
This is unprofessional.
I mentioned it to you as well.
This is
You
so
don't remember?
unprofessional.
Yeah, but I don't know what to do.
The opener.
The opener.
We can't open the show if you don't do the opener.
Like we discussed.
Stop.
I gave you a script to follow. I gave you a whole script.
No, you didn't.
You didn't memorize any of it. That's what you're telling me right now, that you didn't memorize any of the script that I gave you.
Do we have to cancel?
I think we might have to. I gave it to you on
Fine.
Monday. Remember, on Monday, I came up to you. I gave you the script for the opener. And I said, make sure you memorize this. This is very important. You said, yeah, Sean. Yeah, I'll do it.
If James asked me to do it, I would have done it.
Live from the Sycamore Lounge, it's time to muster the gusto with James and Sean.
Messed up. It's messed up. By the way, last night,
Oh.
I totally forgot we were doing the episode today. So I thought it was so strange that you wanted me to, like, wake you up. I'm like, why does she want me to wake her up on a random Friday? I completely forgot. I did. I completely forgot. So I was like,
that?
I was like, that's weird, but okay.
Now I feel weird for saying that. Like, I'm like, I'm talking.
Why are you gonna
Can you
randomly
wake me
use
up in
me
the
as an
morning?
alarm clock?
Oy vey.
I did have some people call me today though to wake me up. I'm not joking.
We appreciate it.
Thank you for being awake. You're the one who did this to us, though. We don't normally film this, so
I know. Well, I work at one.
I understand. Well, welcome.
I'll
How do you feel?
understand. Good.
Yeah? You nervous?
A little bit.
It took a while for you to get here. We wanted you to have
Took a
Well,
minute.
you were on the third episode,
True.
if you'll recall. You said, like, hey, it's Lindsay, and then you cussed us out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
what
what
happened to your birthday celebration?
That's a good question.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Joe.
what happened to your
What
birthday
did happen to the
celebration?
birthday celebration?
People were wearing shirts with a specific logo that takes forever to edit out. Everybody walks in front and it's like, edit,
We still should do that though.
edit.
That's a fun one.
They could just be wearing those shirts in tribute.
Yeah.
That's what I've been hearing since the night.
Oh, is it?
It's coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's coming.
Cool. I
Yeah.
want to watch that before.
That's Gusto After Dark, episode 2. Long
That's
time.
gonna feature then your in tag too, the sloth and the tree.
Yeah, we got all
No,
sorts
this
of-
one will have this.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna have a sloth in this episode as a guest.
Good.
How does that make
I
you
love
feel?
sloths.
Yeah.
I love
That's not to
animals.
love. They take life easy. They enjoy.
Although I heard you're actually not supposed to hug them.
Do people hug sloths?
Yeah.
They're covered in like really nasty shit.
But they're covered in what they're like, I don't know what exactly it is, but my sister went to Costa Rica and you're actually not supposed to because when you hug them, you're taking off something off their skin that they
Mold and
need.
mildew and shit to keep
But
things from getting down that thing.
Yeah,
'Cause they move so slow. So
I
it's
don't know, but
disgusting.
that's what it is. Anyway, I would love to hug a sloth still if it didn't hurt them.
Can you wear like protective
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can wear like a rubber suit.
hazmat
You
suit?
can wear like
Yeah.
a gimp suit as you're hugging.
October 5th at the Point Pleasant Beach. Go hug a
Put my
sloth.
hair down because my braids bother me.
Wearing a gimp suit.
Okay. Cool.
So you can
cool.
protect the sloth.
Well, I tell you what, it's nice to have you. We've wanted to have you for a while now, but
I was nervous
why? Why? Tell me why.
because I didn't know what to talk about.
But it's
Well,
our-
that's the
No,
beauty of it.
honestly, it was intimidating because Sean's like, this is when it first, like, no episode even came out.
Yeah.
Sean's like, hey, you want to be on my show? Like, for real? He's like, you're going to sing, right? I was like, no, I'm not singing. James is expecting me to sing. I don't sing. So that's literally what.
First of all, I don't sound like that. Second of all,
Okay,
you are
I'll
gonna,
rephrase
you are
it.
gonna sing.
Hey, Lindsay, can you come on our show?
That's more like
That's more like it.
That was
That's-
pretty good.
So I was
Like,
like,
there's two of you. Hey, Lindsay, you call the show and sing for us?
it's like what is it, the walrus from Elf? Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad. You know that? You know that?
I don't remember
Are
it.
you serious?
I'm serious. I don't
Elf.
remember it. I know Elf, the movie.
Wow.
I forgot that exact scene. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, we're not friends anymore.
Okay.
Scene 2E, take 3 or some shit.
Classic.
Oh, you remember?
There.
Well, it's good to have you now. Thank you for coming on. There's no reason to be nervous. We're just having a good time.
Couple of
Yeah.
people having a good
We're
time.
just enjoying, sitting back, yucking
Enjoying
it
this
up.
fall morning.
Yes, it is.
It is very
Beautiful.
fall-y. I like it.
It is
I
really
wish
nice.
my coffee tasted more like pumpkin.
Do you want to try a sip of mine?
No,
Why?
well, because it's yours. I don't
No, I
want.
don't care.
Okay.
It's ice though, and it has creamer in it.
She
Just
does
take a
have
sip. I
herpes.
just bought the straw. It's reasonable.
Yeah.
I do have herpes, so be careful, but it's okay.
I have it too, so
Okay, good.
we're not gonna get
Good.
double herpes.
No, you do. It stacks.
I don't know, like it's a
Would it
little
be
like.
like math? Like
You can
negative
get triple
It's okay.
herpes.
They're out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's not bad.
Alright, good.
You got that from
Rook.
Rook.
I never get rook. But it was
Never?
on my way. I was like, yeah, I'll just try it.
Hey, buddy. Maybe we can.
Rook's good.
Rook
I'll-
Actually
I'll-
has great coffee.
I usually, to be honest with you,
Unpopular opinion. Rook has good coffee.
I'm typical
And a very
and I
cool
get
logo.
Dunkin'
You can
Donuts.
stay. You can stay.
I love
Wow.
There's a Dunkin' Donuts literally up my street, and it's cheap.
It's hard to beat the convenience and the price.
Yeah,
I know
And I
they,
just get a
they're,
cold
they're
brew.
taking over. They're conquering, but
they are.
It is. It's hard. Well, also
can
we
stay.
have one right over there.
wanna
And it's
say
a
hello to
drive-through. I don't even have to get out.
Exactly. I go through the drive-through.
Heyo.
What should we name him? Ernest.
Ernest the ant.
Can we call him Ernie?
Ernie.
Ernie.
For sure.
Well, this is a good segue because our topic, what is topic? Do we say topic or do we say?
I don't know.
What do we say?
I feel like we don't say topic. We say.
We can say whatever the hell we want, man. This is our
No, you're
show.
not allowed. You're not allowed to curse or say.
Say
What?
what? Oh,
Oh
right.
yeah. I know that. You don't seem to know that.
I'm just gonna cut the entire scene out. Careful what you
Just cut this out.
Definitely, I agree
Do
with
it
you.
now with the After Effects and the cropping.
No, sorry. Our topic.
Is kindness.
Kindness.
Now, see, a lot of people would see that ant and smash it with their fist. Lindsay's made a new friend here.
That's right.
Ernie.
Ernie.
I save all the spiders at work.
All of them.
All of them.
That's our show, Ant.
Yeah.
Ernie, don't leave. Don't leave.
He's our mascot.
Ernie's peacing out.
Bye, Ernie. Oh no.
Oh,
he's
there
like,
he's like, no,
hey.
go back.
Hey, I'm back, guys.
Ernie's
that was a bit of
our
drama.
guest next week.
I think he has a lot to say.
He does. He's a strong silent type, though, so
Yeah.
we'll just have to communicate telepathically.
Telepathically.
Exactly.
Anyway, kindness. That's a great topic. Well, you said being nice.
Being nice.
So that could be, we can,
That could be
we can
kindness.
call that. Yeah, well, say being nice, kindness, that's the whole thing. It's going to say it right here.
Being kind.
Okay, right.
He's got it. So what made you want to choose this topic, and why is it important for us to discuss kindness?
Because I think it's cool to be kind. Like, I hate, like, there's people that will come in, like, work so mad, and they'll, like, take it out on you, and that kind of ruins everyone's mood.
Sure.
But I feel
Contagious.
like it's contagious. Like, that takes a toll on me so bad.
Mm.
Like, I'll be coming into work in a good mood, and then people come in PO'd, because I can't say that word.
You can curse. You
I'm
know.
not cursing. I don't like cursing.
No, okay.
Only when I'm messing with him because it's funny. But if people are coming into work mad and then they're like kind of are weird towards you because they're in a bad mood, like I get an upset mood. Like just be kind.
I've
Like
never
you're having
seen
a
it.
bad day, but like
That's
don't take it on
true.
others. I don't know.
There's a weird excuse I find that floats around when people are in a bad mood and they're being mean. That it's just like, oh, well, they're in a bad mood, like,
Yeah,
but
no.
it's like, no, I don't think we should be so forgiving about that.
Exactly.
And everyone's in a bad mood. We're all human. Like everyone has a bad mood every once in a while. But
Right.
You don't need to take it out on the people that are close to you,
yeah.
which are definitely your coworkers, whether you want them to be or
Be
not.
or not, they're with them like every
yeah,
day. Yeah.
Exactly. So I don't. That excuse can only take you so far. And if it's like one day, you know, out of the year, or 1 or 2 days out of the year, but if you're coming in consistently upset and you're spreading that negativity,
Yeah.
I mean, that's not cool.
And it's like, whatever made you in a bad mood, either it's like you have a flat tire or something and you're like just frustrated, or like someone made you mad and you're feeling that way, why would you want to go to work and make someone else feel the way you're feeling? Because you know how bad that feels. I don't know.
It's the old saying that misery loves company.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you think they're thinking that much about it, though?
They're not,
I
but
feel like people
Likely.
don't.
they're not, but it's something you should think about.
Absolutely.
How you affect others.
Yeah.
In the world we're living in, I feel, and I mentioned this on Cheryl's show, which it's relatively like a cousin episode.
Yeah, exactly.
to,
That's what I was saying.
Cheryl's
too.
show. And also remember Cheryl and remember the Love and Kindness Initiative. Never forget that. We love you, Cheryl.
Never met you, but hi. You seem like a
Oh,
wonderful
she's
person.
the best.
She's fantastic.
She
one of
seems
my-
so like
one
I
of
just
my
wanted to give her a
favorites.
hug when I was watching the episodes. She's
If
so nice.
she's watching this, and I could probably almost guarantee you that she is, she will come in and she will give you a hug.
She'll give me a hug.
I'm not even.
Yep.
I'm not joking.
Good. I
absolutely
love hugs.
That's the type of person Cheryl is.
I do love hugs.
But I was mentioning on that show, should we even bother with a tablecloth anymore? I feel like it's just.
You know what? Let it just be. Let it flow.
Ernie's okay with it.
I like the tablecloth. You don't want to see what's under there.
Oh yeah, it's
You
pretty.
definitely don't want to see what's under there.
I don't think that's ever been revealed, right?
No,
What's under here?
we'd never
It's-
talk about it.
It's not good.
And we
It's
won't
not-
say anything. Don't say anything.
It's really not good.
It's just
what's
not
under
good.
here.
Just trust us. It's not good.
Did you just draw that?
That's revising.
That is so
something that's
good.
coming for the show.
He's a great
He
artist.
just drew a sloth. Oh my god.
Did you just draw that? Or
Yeah,
you,
like
okay,
it.
all right.
Wow.
Just, I can't use the iPad because it's doing that. So
That's
I'm
quite good.
Trying to get that down.
If he drew sloth.
In the world we're living in today, and I mentioned this on Cheryl's show, I feel like people are becoming like more and more in your own bubble,
Yeah.
and just not really thinking about other people as even really being people. They're just sort of things that are in your way.
Yeah.
Or just like it doesn't. I don't know. Just in general, I feel like, and maybe this was always a problem, but it's definitely worse now with the phones and everything.
Oh
Is is that people are just sort of closing in, and this is me now. I'm
In there. Yeah.
So I find that you just all you can do, you can't make everyone stop using their phone, right?
No, you
So
can't.
all you can
That's
do
like
is do
the
your
thing.
best to be kind.
Yeah, that did take a big toll on people, but kids are growing up now like everything's on the iPad. That's what
Yeah.
they're used to.
Mm-hmm.
I remember we were in high school and we're like, it was the first time we had to take a test on the laptop. I was like, this is ridiculous. Like, I need to write it. But kids now, like, they take everything on their iPad. So they're kind of just growing up. Like, this is their new norm. They're
Yeah.
always on their phone. They're always on electronic.
That's true.
So it's we kind of have to, I don't know.
What do we have to do? Like, what can we do? Because you can't just.
Yeah, we can't say. We
stop,
have to. Yeah. I don't like get people involved like outside. Like they need to experience that. Like not be on their phone. Like they need to.
But they'll go
They need
outside
school
and have
has
their
to
phone.
and have their phone.
Yeah.
I know they need. School needs to do. I don't know, more events because I think it starts at school.
Yeah,
That's where they-
Apple's doing something with that.
Are they?
The whole thing with the iPads, the pencil, it's like, okay, get an iPad. You're not going to get off the iPad. So it's shit where they'll take people outside, like, here, go draw nature. Or use the iPad
Oh,
to
so
go
they're
film
just
stuff.
contributing to being on
Yeah, but
there.
it's like a good use. Like, if you're not going to get
Yeah.
rid of it, use it for something
Yeah.
productive.
Yes. I have an interesting question about being truthful versus being hurtful.
Okay.
Because, and I don't even know, does this have anything to do with kindness? I guess, in a way.
I think
it does.
I think yeah, and
Because a lot of people nowadays, too, I'm finding another thing, is
Oh,
people
God.
just want to, they're like, I'm just being real, or I'm just telling you the truth, or just telling it like it is. Just saying, not going to lie, all that business is a way to just say whatever you want to feel. Say whatever you feel, regardless of how it makes other people
Like,
feel.
no offense, but like, so
Exactly.
that like kind of just makes it okay. No.
Exactly. Yeah, and it's just I think it's okay to not say something, and I feel
think
like
it is okay to not say
Right.
something too.
So I think that's sort of, I don't know if it's slipping away or it's becoming really, really prevalent. Just like, oh, well, I'm just telling you the truth. I'm just being real with
Yeah.
you. Which if I'm asking you, if I'm saying, listen, be straight up, honest, and real
Yeah.
with me, tell me, then yes, absolutely. But just in everyday, day-to-day life, like, you don't have to say everything
Yeah.
you're thinking and feeling all
No,
the
you
time.
don't.
You can choose what you say.
They're doing that as an excuse. Like, I'm an asshole and I want to be mean. But
There's a few
I'm
people
gonna
like
say
that
I'm
that just want to
honest.
speak their mind, but lying. What do you like?
Lying?
You said something about lying.
Did I say something about
Yeah,
lying?
didn't he?
Yeah, you were talking about. Well, I think he means in terms of like.
Just not saying something.
Say
So, like-
someone asks you something, and you it's like a white lie. You would say something
Okay.
like, they would be like, "Oh, do I look good in this shirt?" And you think like, "Oh, you look like shit," but you're like, "Oh no, you look
You look
good. You look good."
You know what I always hated? Like in middle school, like that was the worst years of my life. Like
Most
people
people-
were
yeah,
definitely
middle
not
school's-
kind. I can
it's-
tell you that.
Middle school's terrible.
People were not kind. But like I would be having a good day, and then my friend would come up to me. You know what this person said about you? This, that. Like I was having such a good day. Why did you have to tell me that? Like I could have cared less what they said about me. Now that I know, like now I'm hurt.
Yeah.
Like I could have went without that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that happened all the time. So yeah, I agree. I think there's some things that could be left unsaid to save someone. You know?
Exactly. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe, like, I'm all for telling the truth. Sure.
In the right situation. Like
Tell the truth.
yeah,
That's Brad.
sometimes I'm like I don't know. I do a little white lies here and there, but
You tell the truth a bit
I'm
too
a
much.
I'm
if
a
I'm being real,
Do
you
I?
tell the truth a bit too much.
He's
Do
not
I?
gonna lie.
Yeah, not gonna lie.
God,
Tell
really?
the truth a bit much. Yeah,
Do I really?
yeah. Sometimes.
Sometimes I feel like I don't. That's weird. I kind
Oh.
of like that, but no,
Huh.
I'm just kidding. How? Oh God.
You've had moments with me where
probably.
you've said some shit that's been like, damn.
Why
all right,
did I
Lindsay,
say that?
That was pretty rude, but okay.
Like what?
Oh no.
I'm not gonna go into the exact.
God.
I'm not gonna.
You
go
can't
into
start that though,
Oh
and then
God. I feel like
and then
again,
not give us
again.
something.
But like you hurt the people like you care about the most. So like me coming to you is probably like because I'm like really close with you. So I'm probably like, oh, this doesn't really affect him because like we're so close. But like little did I know, it did. You have to tell me.
No,
You have to tell me. Tell me another day. But I'm sorry.
I'll tell you off camera. I'm not gonna tell you on
Okay. Oh God.
because it's some fucked up shit she
I mean,
said
you
to
can.
me.
Are you
and I'll-
serious?
It's
You
some
can, and I'll
fucked
blur it
up.
out.
Oh my
shit
God! Now
she
you're just gonna
said
make
to
me seem like a bad person.
One time she walked up to me. She's like, "Wow, you're a scumbag." I was like,
Okay,
"Damn,
that's the truth though.
that's intense."
That is.
She's not wrong. She's not wrong.
She just really wanted you to know. Listen.
No, but we've had instances where you've said something that was truthful to me. That's like, oh, you could have just not said that.
That I probably know what you're talking about. Actually,
Guys, what the hell? I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
I might know. Is it about someone? Does it have
Yeah,
to do
it's
with
about
anyone?
someone.
Not you. To do with someone else? And
Sometimes.
okay, I think I know what he's talking about. And if not, then I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Aw. Sweet.
I'm sorry, Sean.
Well, yeah, that's
No, but
the-
also, like, I think that even though me and Sean mess around, like, all the time, I say
Oh,
this,
yes.
because I was like, I was nervous to come on the show speaking about kindness.
Mhm.
Because you know how I am at work. I mess around with literally everyone. So, like, people
Not really
watching,
me, though.
not really you, because, like, you're sweet, and you're sweet to me. Because if people are, like, really, really sweet to me, there's some people at work where I won't mess around with them, because, like, I kind of just reciprocate, like, the energy, like, I don't know, like, he can mess with me, so I mess with him back. Like, a bunch of people will, I don't know. If you start messing with me, I'm gonna mess with you. So
I can be playful from time
Yeah.
to time, but you guys like.
yeah,
really
he's just
go at it,
extra.
and
Oh,
I'm
we
just
go
like-
at each other.
Yeah,
I'm just like, okay.
yeah,
Okay,
it's
I'll
it's
just-
fun though.
It's like
It's fun.
it's like we're acting. You know?
Yeah,
It's
we're
all
always
play.
acting, and we just cut like yeah. But I was like nervous. I'm like, people at work are gonna watch this and be like, why is she on this episode? She like literally is so mean at work, but I'm only joking. But I think that I said to Sean, I was like, you know, I like love you, and like, you know, I'd be there for you even though I mess with you. And he's like, yeah. So I feel like even though I mess around, like people know that they can come to me, right?
Yeah, totally.
Because I have instances where people like do like vent to me and stuff, so they know. I like being that person.
Kind. It's a very
You are.
kind thing.
She's a very caring individual. And like she said, we joke around a lot, but there's a genuine love and affection. For sure.
Thank you.
Aww.
Thank you.
She's my buddy.
Yeah.
I
Aw.
feel like I should go.
No! We want James too. Stop! No, because honestly,
I can bring out a cardboard
I remember.
cutout of those
No,
guys right now.
honestly though, like I remember when I first started working at like I was like all quiet. I think my first like friend was Robbie.
Yes.
But I
Robbie
remember.
we'd love to have on the show soon, by the way.
Where are you at, Robbie?
That was a whole branch.
But I just remember James was like the first person who actually like came out to me and talked to me. It was like nice. So like you're actually one of the first people who made me feel comfortable like coming to work.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, no joke. That was my first memory.
Yeah.
I don't know how we started talking exactly
I
because
don't
it was kind of
remember
a
either.
long time ago.
Yeah, it was a while
But I
back.
remember that.
2 years. Yesterday was my anniversary.
Really?
Yeah.
2 years?
2 years.
So I started like a little bit after you.
Yeah, you
Maybe
started
that's what we
pretty
talked
soon
about.
after me. Yeah, maybe like a month after me
Yeah.
or something like that. Yeah. Good times, good times.
No, but
Were we ever that young? You're still that young.
I'm young.
Youngin. Here's a question.
Okay.
Do you ever feel that you're nice, but at the expense of your own happiness?
Yes, all the time.
Really?
Yeah, I was actually.
Explain.
I am a people pleaser, like to the max.
Yeah.
So I often like. Yeah, I do a lot of things, and people take that for like they take it for granted, and they take that. I don't know. They take advantage.
Mm-hmm.
And I find myself like. I don't know. I think I'm just a people pleaser, so I do things that I don't actually want to do, but I want to be nice.
Mm.
Like little instances like, can you be on reg for me? Like, and I'm like on product, I'll be like, okay. Like, they would have been okay if I didn't. I'm just doing work examples.
You're looking at the time too?
No, it keeps popping up saying update Apple Watch.
I understand.
I keep showing-
Well, you don't have to say yes to things like that, but I guess you're saying you're a people pleaser, so.
I am a people pleaser, so yeah. It's like little things like that. I'll be like, oh, well, they're gonna be mad at me if I don't. Like, that's always in my head. Like, I'm very like overthink everything. So, yeah, I think people pleasing, it kind of is not the greatest.
So is that something you feel like you need to work on?
Work on?
A little
Definitely.
bit? Yeah. Well, I feel the same way a lot of times too. It's like, oh, I don't want to like have this person be upset with me, but that's true. Like, if you're a kind person, people can sort of take advantage of that.
Yeah,
And-
which they do.
Oh yeah, I don't do stuff like that. I used to when I was younger, but too many times I've been burned before by
Yes.
people. People have taken advantage of my kindness in many ways and forms. And at a point, I just got real sick of that. And it's just, you have to learn how to navigate through this world without allowing people to walk on you, you
Yeah.
know?
And
And it sounds harsh when you say it like that, but really it's about protecting yourself, you know?
yeah,
Everybody in the jungle knows kill or be killed.
I think,
It's about like self-love and self-care.
and I
you
think
know?
that's the most important. I was like thinking about that. I was like being kind. Like I'm kind to others, but I am the worst to myself. Like you have to be kind to yourself first. I think everything starts with you. You
Yeah.
can't be kind to others and not be kind to yourself. You can't love others if you don't love yourself fully. I mean, you can, but it's just not. It's a different type when you like get to the point where you're okay with yourself, you love yourself, and like I don't know, it's hard. That's like the hardest thing.
Yeah.
I am not kind to myself whatsoever, but I want to be kind to others because I know how it feels to not, you know.
Yeah.
And we have like over 60,000 negative thoughts a day. Not we as a whole, but
Documented.
like scientists, like I've looked it up because I always wanted to, like I just wanted to know. Like you either like up to 20,000, like 20,000 to 60,000, we have negative thoughts, either repetitive or just new ones. But it's like what could our mindset is everything.
Mhm.
Like, our mind is so powerful. So if we said positive things every day, like, the effect it would have on us. It starts with us. I don't know. I have to work on that. Being kind.
honestly, they say, and I've been trying to do this, where it's like, if you notice you're thinking a negative thought, just stop. Just stop.
Just
yourself.
stop.
In your head, just be like, stop.
Stop.
Knock it off. And I've been kind of doing that more, and it definitely helps.
I think yoga. I went on my yoga journey, but the mantras that you can just repeat in your head help too. Like, if you have a bad thought, just so hum was one of them. It's just I am, and it's kind of just you leave it at that. I am. I'm here. There's nothing. You don't describe yourself in any way. You're just here, and you're being. There's no category that you fall under. You're just here. You're human.
I tell myself to shut up sometimes.
That's not nice.
Don't do that.
No, it was a woman. It was great, though. It was great advice. This woman, Nancy, who I know is a wonderful woman. I told her, she asked me how I was, and I said, I'm doing really well, actually. Because of this reason. And I said, but I always feel when I'm doing well that it's going to go away immediately. I haven't earned it. It's immediately going to come to a halt. I'm most suspicious of when I'm doing well. She's like, well, when you start thinking that way, just tell yourself to shut up. And I was like, oh yeah. So it works sometimes when I start thinking, oh, this is nice, but what about this? So what if this happens? Hey, shut up.
Exactly.
It works,
I think we overthink things too much.
I overthink things.
Yeah.
It's my middle name.
Yeah,
Actually,
me too.
my middle name is Jesse.
Is it?
No.
It's not.
What is it? You don't want to say your middle name? Don't disclose
What's
it?
your middle name?
Rose?
Rose. My middle name is Guy.
Oh, yeah, you told me that. I'm sorry, I forgot.
Oh, it's fine. I have no
James
problem with
Guy.
my middle name. It's
Because
just...
you used to call me Lindsay Rose when I told you my middle name.
Did I?
Yes.
I remember it well.
Do you?
Yeah, I was wearing that red shirt. You were wearing and you had those pants on. Remember that?
Yeah.
You were wearing the pants, and I had the shirt.
Did you have shoes on that day? I don't know if you
That
did.
day, I think I did. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure I
Okay.
did have shoes on that day. And I usually wear, socks. So I put the socks on. What I do is I put the socks on first.
Oh, okay.
Then I put the shoes sort of
that makes
over
sense.
my foot, my socked foot.
That actually makes sense.
So that was the day that I called you Lindsay Rose.
Okay. I
Yes.
think I remember that too.
Good time. Good time. One more question, and then I have a little. I took some BuzzFeed stuff.
Oh, did you?
So we're gonna do that
Okay.
afterwards.
You're a real BuzzFeed aficionado.
I'm not, but
You
what
really
I do,
are.
so I try to come up with my own questions because I come up with questions to interview the guests.
Yes, thank you for doing
Sean.
Sean.
Sorry, that wasn't very kind.
Is that what I
No, it
sound like?
wasn't. Watch yourself.
You made me sound like the receptionist from Monsters Inc.
I come up with the questions. I ask the questions. I go on BuzzFeed and I scour BuzzFeed.
Well, so I come up with what other questions I could come up with in my mind, and then I'll search for if you type into Google questions about kindness, you don't really get much.
Yeah.
But I typed in a kindness quiz or a being nice
Nice.
quiz, and usually BuzzFeed has a lot of quizzes, so
Yeah,
come
they
up
do.
with
I love those.
yeah, they're fun. We
They
have
are
a good
fun.
time. We're not too cynical to do a BuzzFeed quiz, are we, Sean? Sean might be. So
Okay.
I have a specific example in mind for this that I feel really bad about. But here's the question is, can you recall an instance of you being not so kind that
Me?
that you regret? Yes.
Plenty of times. Oh God.
Be honest. You do the worst one. What's
Do
the
the worst
worst
one?
one?
Being not so kind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, darn. There's
Shawnee?
a lot. There's a lot.
You got some?
Oh, I have one in
Lindsay's
mind.
cycling through her Rolodex
So-
of regret.
This one goes back to middle school.
Yeah.
We were in Long Island, and I was miserable. I hated it
Oh
so
yeah,
much.
I remember. Yeah, that wasn't a good time for us.
So I was in class, and there was this kid, and I don't know why, but I just started being really mean to him, picking on him and being really mean, just because I was in a bad way. Luckily, he was he stood up for himself, and we kind of got in a shoving match, and nothing really came of it.
Oh wow.
But I think back on that, and I feel a lot of shame. I don't know who you are, but I'm sorry. That was really shitty of me. There was no reason for me to take that out on you, you know? I was just in a bad place.
Yeah.
But that doesn't excuse my behavior.
No.
Well, stepping up and saying that I regret that, you know, you got to start somewhere. You know what I mean? So you can't make it disappear. You can't make it so it didn't happen.
But it's a good learning lesson, you know?
Exactly.
I pushed someone at school.
Really?
Shit.
But honestly, I think it was more self-defense than me. I did not start it. So I don't know if I'll apologize for that. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, is that your pick? Or
That's not
are
her
you-
pick.
That's not my
That
pick.
can't be.
No.
That's not my pick because I don't think I
'Cause
was
it
in
has
the
to-
wrong.
If you weren't wrong, then
It
that's
has
fine.
to be
All right.
like you were...
Something you regret.
Yeah.
Since
I
you were
regret a
not
bunch of
full count.
things. I can't like
Give me your list of regrets.
when I want to think of something, I can't think of anything.
List
like
all
that's
of your
just how
sins.
So
Can you make up something? That would be fun.
I don't.
That would be good.
I don't like. Honestly, I want to apologize to my mother.
Listening, Mom?
Being a teenage girl is not easy, especially when you're getting like bullied in school. Like you take it out on the people you're closest to. So going to school, I think I would like flip out on my mom every day. Like she was like scared of me at one point. I would legit scream bloody murder in the car to not go. And I would just be so mad. She'd be like, "How's your day?" I'd be like, "Fine." Like every day. I'm getting better, but I was really mean to my mom growing up, like as like a teenager. Cause like you're like you're growing up, like. So I do regret that because like my mom's my best friend, and I don't ever want her to be hurt. I'm trying to think of it like a specific like event.
That's fine.
No, because I'll come back to it.
Okay.
That time you viciously beat a homeless man?
I'm really sorry.
The shillelagh.
That was mean. You shouldn't have done
That was
that.
very mean.
I really did want his like jacket he was wearing. Because it was winter out, I was cold, and I had a
You're right.
long walk to
You
the train
really
home.
needed that, yeah. I remember I used to work at a portal to hell down the street, and I like to play around. Like I have fun. I can be sarcastic and joke around and stuff. There was this guy, a super nice guy named Richard. And he was talking about a kayak. He's like, "Yeah, I'm going kayaking over this place over the weekend." He's like, "You kayak?" And at the time I didn't. Currently I do, and I really like it.
Yeah.
He's like, you kayak? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, yeah. Oh, he's like, yeah, you do? How often? I'm like, oh, every week I go out kayaking. And then he's like, yeah. He's like, we're all going down and we're doing this thing. You come down, bring your kayak? And I was like, yeah, bro, I'll be there. And then he left, and I think my girlfriend at the time worked there too, and she's like, "What was that?" And I was like,
She's like, "I know you're kidding right now."
I was playing, and she's like, "That wasn't nice. That he likes you, and he wanted you to come out kayaking with him, and you just like lied." And I was like, at the time, I'm not crying. I have to sneeze.
Oh.
I'm sorry. At the time, I wasn't even thinking about it. I was just like, you play. Like, you just play around. And I was just playing, like, oh yeah, I got a kayak, yeah. And then when he left and she brought that to my attention, I was like, wow. Yeah, and I still think that was probably 10 years ago.
Wow.
Or 8 years ago, or yesterday. It's just, it didn't even occur to me that, like, oh, that's not nice until afterwards. And when I was like, it really did occur to me afterwards. I was like, wow, that was not nice. So.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Richard.
I'm guilty for that too. I'll be like, yeah, like I'll play along with things, not realizing like that it comes with consequences sometimes.
Yeah.
Like you kind of just go along with it, and sometimes it's just better to be honest. Like they're not going to care if you don't kayak, But like looking back, you're like, I should have just been honest.
Do you ever just make an odd choice real quick, like? So,
yes.
So like the reasonable choice would say, no, I don't kayak. I never have.
But I would like to,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, exactly. But instead I was like, yeah, I got a kayak. And
yeah,
it's
I do that.
It seemed
a lot.
funny to me, but it's like funny. As much as I love funny, it's not always the greatest choice.
Yeah.
Because that one was mean, and I'm not mean. I don't think.
No, you're not.
So yeah, I felt bad.
Yeah, I
about
don't do that. You
I
guys are
kind
fucked up.
I kind of do that still.
Do you?
Yeah,
Well.
Pretend you kayak.
I do.
Always,
Son of a
constantly.
I do kayak though.
Do you? I like it.
I have a kayak,
I
but
like
it's like really hard to transport it because.
Yeah, me too. Well, yeah, I have it. I was gifted one for my birthday by Laurel. Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
She gave me a kayak.
Happy late birthday, Laurel. It was her birthday yesterday.
Clap. Happy birthday. Yeah, and I love it, but yeah, it's hard to.
Yeah.
Her dad has a pickup, so she can
Right.
drive us with it, but I can't.
My mom has a Jeep, but I always want to go with Luna, and she's like, no dogs in my car. I was like, oh.
Oh,
I want to bring her everywhere.
I'm with your mom on that one. Sorry.
I know. We both.
We're not. You know what? We keep telling everyone we're moving out, and we say we don't want any pets, and people get mad at you, mad at me for not wanting
Wanting a
pets.
dog.
I'm not telling you
You can't
that
have
you can't have a pet. I'm saying I don't want one, and they just don't get it.
Honestly, they're a lot of work, and they're a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like, I have 3 dogs and 3 cats in my house right now. Thank you, Mom. You're the best. But when I was younger, I'm like, Mom, can we please get another dog? Because I don't realize, like, I'm not the one paying for it. And now that, like, I do, like, contribute, like, when I worked at the animal hospital, I was always taking them, like, it's a lot of work.
No.
I don't, like, when I move out and stuff, like, I'll only have 1 animal minimum just because I need it. I need to have an animal with me for, like, my moral support, and, like, they're better than humans, no offense. No, I'm just joking.
Ouch.
I'm just joking. Well, Luna is. Luna's
What
my
if
soulmate.
they could talk though? What would they be saying to you?
I honestly think that Luna would say, "Thank you, Mom. You're the best. You're like the best human in the world."
She'd just say
I
like,
love
"I'm
you."
hungry."
She'd probably just be
Hey,
like, food.
No, honestly, no,
I
she
am
wouldn't.
super hungry.
Food.
No, she wouldn't.
Okay.
Because she barely eats.
Okay.
Barely eats.
She'd
That's
be
just
like,
her.
walk. I want to go for a walk.
She said, "Hike." When she's home, she loves sleeping. She'll sleep in. If I slept until 5 at night, she'd be there sleeping with me.
Mm.
But she also has Lyme's disease.
Oh.
She's
sorry.
okay though. I
disease
took a
is
turn
right.
for the worse.
All right, let's take a quiz. Let's take a fun quiz because I can't cure
Don't
your
fuck
dog's
this up for
Lyme's
me.
disease.
Why are you fucking this up?
How? How did I do that?
You just killed the mood of the whole fucking
I'm
show.
sorry.
Okay, so the thing on BuzzFeed is there's like 30 of them, but I picked like a choice 10 or so.
Okay.
It's like you would check a box if this was true of you.
Okay.
So these are like instances of being kindness that we
Okay.
can just sort of discuss. And I figured traditionally we'll go down the line. We'll start with Sean.
Yep.
So we'll go Sean, Lindsay, James.
Perfect.
Okay, so you hold open doors for people.
Yep.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, me too. I can't see not hold. It wouldn't. I couldn't.
Yeah.
couldn't
It
see not
depends.
hold.
Well, the thing is also it depends on distance. So if they're like a football field away, I'm not standing there holding the door for a football field.
Yeah, that's
But if
true.
if they're close enough, obviously I'm gonna hold the door for someone.
Yeah.
I'm known for getting stuck there, just keeping the door open.
Then
It's a
you're
rough
the
one. You gotta
doorman
be
all of a
careful.
sudden.
I am. Oh, all the time. And then I'm like,
Then you just
but
lean.
does it make it worth it when you don't get a thank you? Like, do you feel satisfied still, even though you don't get a thank you?
You don't need to thank you. I just want to pull them back in.
Back in, right? I always
Open
feel
your
like,
own door.
but then it's like, then I think about that too. Like sometimes I'll like notice myself. I'm like, you didn't say thank you, but like, why am I doing it? I don't need like your acknowledgement. Like I'm kind of just did it for myself, like to be nice to you. So I can't expect them to be nice.
Sure.
I want them to be, but I'm still gonna do it regardless if they say thank you or
Do you
not.
find that that's the exception though? People not saying thank you. I find most people say
Most
thank
people
you.
say
A lot of people do say thank you, but some people don't. Like if they're distracted again on their phone or something, they're just like,
Yeah,
okay, the
yeah.
door's open for me.
No thank you is. I don't like that at all. Say thank you, please.
Yeah, I think it goes a long way.
And also, just like, do you ever? I'm sure we've all had this experience where people just don't acknowledge you, even though you're standing right there in front of them.
Yeah.
They're like, "Hi, hello," and then just you
Oh,
get
yeah.
nothing because they're distracted by their whatever. Andy did that to me the other day. I was like, "Hey, bud, how's it going?" And he's just. I had to pull him out of it. Andy, hi, I'm here.
Hey, wake up, fuck face.
I didn't say that.
That's what you say
Okay.
when someone's doing that.
Now, y'all better answer yes to this, or you're in trouble.
Okay.
You put your phone on silent in movie theater.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay.
I turn my phone off.
I turn my phone off. A lot of times I don't even bring it with
Yeah.
me to the movie theater because
that's just courtesy.
this is a major source of frustration for me, being a huge movie enthusiast. Going to the movie, the experience of going to the movies is completely soured for me most of the time because it's usually people talking. Like,
Yeah.
you've been to so many movies in your lifetime, right? Even if you haven't been to that many, you've been to enough. Every movie you go to see, every single one beforehand says, turn off your phone,
Turn off.
don't talk,
They have
don't
like
text,
2
don't-
previews for that.
Yeah, exactly. But it doesn't. Another instance of people just living in their own bubble and they just don't care. They just want to do whatever they want to do.
You know what I see? People Snapchatting the movie. Why are you doing that? No one cares that you're like. They don't want to see a little 2-second clip of the movie.
Hey,
They're back.
look at those guys.
Oh yeah, they're here like every day. We got our hawks, our show hawks.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
But yeah,
That's,
so that's
but
the worst.
Sean and I think it was when we went to go see Us. The guy that was sitting right next to me was basically just playing on his phone the whole time. And now my eye in my periphery is drawn to this glowing box
Yeah.
right here. So literally, I remember at points sitting like this. I was wearing a hoodie and putting on my hood, so it would cut
It
off
would
my
cover.
peripheral vision,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't have to. And I think eventually he got it. I think sometimes I would literally put my hand up like this, just to block that glow. And then I have anxiety, right? So it's like, I don't think I would ever say something like, "Hey, could you please put that away?"
Yeah.
Because I fear of what you don't know who you're dealing with.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm being put in this position as the enforcer now. I'm just trying to sit and watch a movie. You know what I mean? Or to tell people to stop talking. I've never done that because I'm anxious. But for the love of God,
I
you know
know.
where you can go and use your phone and talk?
Anywhere else.
Anywhere that's not here.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
So what the fuck are you paying 13, 14,
I know, like,
15
the
fucking
movie-
dollars to go into this movie theater and not actually watch the fucking movie?
It's a serious addiction.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I think, well, because it's like I'll find people are talking and maybe not even using their phone, but let's say at a concert or something, these people are shouting behind me, and it's like, didn't we all pay $45 to see this artist, or however much money to see this
Upwards
artist
of that
perform?
sometimes.
Yeah.
And you're shouting over them? Like,
I used to be one of those like who thought they had to like record every second of like something to remember it. Now it's like, dude, I'm not gonna
Sorry.
ever go to my phone and be like, I saw this concert. No one's gonna be like, can I see a video? Like they're just gonna be like, cool, that's really cool. You saw that band.
Can you show
And
me a crappy video from
Of,
really
like,
far away where
yeah.
you can barely hear or see?
So
You bet.
I've gotten so much better. Like I don't even want to have my phone out when I go to a concert, and I barely go to a concert.
Yeah.
But now I'm just like, I'll take one video just like for myself, like my favorite song I like
I'll take
to
like
hear.
a phone. I'll take a phone.
I'll take a phone.
No, I'll take like a picture or two. But
Yeah, like I just saw Tame Impala, and I don't think I'll ever see them again because they rarely come here.
Lame Impala. No, I'm sorry.
I love
That
Tame
was-
Impala. I love Tame
Shots
Impala.
fired.
I saw them one time.
It's
They're pretty
every
good.
time I went on like saw their tour dates, they're like in Australia,
They're
or they were
Australian,
like
aren't
they're Australian.
they? Yeah.
So when I first got like I was just in awe. Like I honestly loved that concert. But I
Nice.
did take like 2 videos of my favorite song, and I do look back on it. But no one's ever gonna be like, "Hey, let me see that video."
That
So
was
Yeah, I'm really trying to see that shitty bootleg Tame Impala.
Is that
video.
at Madison Square Garden?
Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, so I can't imagine that video. Oh, it's like, look, we're right up
I was
here,
pretty
and-
close.
Oh, are you close? Good for you.
I was
gonna be
actually
us.
pretty close.
I
When?
saw. Oh,
Going in November.
To see what?
Who are we going to see, James?
we're going to see Phil Anselmo from Pantera, Ministry, Primus, and the last New York date for the almighty Slayer.
I only know 3. I mean, one of those.
It's going to be a tight show.
4.
Who do you know?
I only know Slayer.
You should come. They're a lot
I don't know
different.
if I'll
They're a
be
little
here.
different
I
than
don't know
Tame
if I'll be here
Impala.
by then.
No, well, you wouldn't be able to go anyway because I mean you would be maybe, but we have seats, so you wouldn't be able to get a
Yeah.
seat next to us. But yeah, I'm really excited for that. I saw Tame Impala at Terminal 5,
Really?
Yeah.
When did they play there?
2013.
Okay,
It was
so
with the Flaming Lips. It was co-headlining
Nice.
with the Flaming Lips. Yeah,
Very
that
cool.
was a very good show. I liked Tame Impala. I liked their set until I got like a half hour in, and then it started getting really bored.
really
I was
bored.
like-
They kind of made it really fun with just like the background.
Yeah, the background was
The
cool,
graphics and
as
stuff.
I recall, but I think I'm not necessarily being fair to that band because I like them. I
you
like
love the Flaming Lips though.
exactly. So when they're on, they're just not the Flaming Lips.
Exactly.
So, but they
Exactly.
were like, I have one of their albums, Lonerism, I think it's called.
Yeah, I think so.
Their second album, and it's like I like half of it a lot, and the other half.
I only like, and I'm a big fan of theirs, and I only like a certain amount of their songs. The other songs are kind of just like background music where I can like drive around and like be okay.
I should tell you what Johnny Haircut said about them. It's not nice.
What did he say about them?
Well, the other band that I love and Johnny loves, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
Oh, okay.
They're also Australian, kind of psychedelic rock band. He said that Tame Impala is King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard for boring people.
Anything John says is probably not nice. So.
Oh, he's
Just kidding.
Did you
He's
watch?
very
Did you watch
opinionated when it
John's
comes to
episode?
music.
That was one of my favorite episodes.
That was a good episode.
Was
Very
it?
good episode.
Yeah.
Inebriation.
You don't sound like you liked it that much.
No, I'm just joking. No, I'm good.
Are you?
I'm joking.
Are you just joking?
I don't think
Yeah.
she's, you can be real.
I hope he watches it and doesn't think like, wow, this girl's...
You can be real. Say not gonna lie, and then say how you felt
No,
about it.
I did like it.
NGL.
I think
Okay.
he's a great person.
I could just edit that together.
That sounded
It looks
made
like
up.
she's just-
No, it's not. He is a good person. He's one of my good friends.
Okay, guys. Do you
He
get
is.
back to texts right away? I don't. Sorry.
I don't.
Sean's supposed to go first.
I don't. If I showed you my phone, I think I have 20 unread.
I'm bad about that stuff. On the
I
phone.
always have.
It depends on the person too.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I get a little anxiety with the phone. I don't like it. I don't like phones.
I know.
You're not a fantastic texter.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
I
But
remember.
you're not the worst in the world. But
You know what? I'll say this. I might get back to you. I'm sorry. You know what? That's my thing, man. It's my prerogative. You know, before we lived in an age of all these fucking phones, it was face to face. You know, when I saw you, I saw you. That kind of thing.
true.
I'm like one of those
I'm
people.
old fashioned that way.
Yeah, I like that though.
You know.
My pet peeve is when I would be like with my friend, and we were younger, so we needed our parents' like consent for doing everything. They'd be like, "Let me just text my mom, see." I'm like, "If you want an answer now, call her. Like, why are you texting her? It's so much quicker. Just call." I love calls. I could be on the phone like talking to you for like an hour rather than text you for like 20 minutes. Like, I don't care. Like, I'd rather talk to you.
Hear that? Caller.
Call me. I
Call
love
Lindsay.
phone calls.
That's
I do.
And we're gonna put Lindsay's phone number up on the bottom.
right here.
You can have it.
I
do, I love phone
you don't talk behind people's backs.
I do.
Sometimes I do.
It's hard not to sometimes, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like that's something that I gotta be, not like maliciously, but just like you talk about things that happens, right? And,
Yeah.
And if, I don't know. It's,
For the most part, though, like if you're my good friend, like
Exactly.
I'm not gonna talk shit about you, you
No,
know.
no.
But if I don't necessarily like you, yeah, I
I'm
might
gonna
say
talk
some shit about you.
you.
Uh,
But for the most part, yeah. If we're good, if we're tight, I'm not gonna say some shit about you.
I think it's like, and I think it's different, like confiding in someone. Like if someone like made you upset and you're going to your close friend, like is that considered talking about someone behind their back, or like just confiding in someone because I
I
don't
guess
know.
it's kind of a broad term.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I feel like me talking behind someone's back is like me having a problem with someone. I just wanted to talk to someone about it.
It's all right. It's all right. He's just checking out the situation.
Yeah. Yep.
He's just being chill.
Yeah.
I don't know. He seems
I
to
save
really
the bees,
like
but
your
they
ankle.
do seem to like me.
You're
All right.
sweet. Okay. You don't litter. That should be pretty easy,
Oh.
one, right?
No, I don't litter. Do you litter?
No, I don't litter. I did when I was younger. And I was
Oh, that's
stupid.
messed up.
And I was
Oh.
stupid, but I've made up for it in my past couple of years.
Do you litter?
Oh, I don't litter.
You can ask my close friends. Like, I won't even let you spit out your gum. I will take the gum off the ground and throw it out.
Who spits out their gum on the ground?
A lot of people. And they'll just do it like my sister will open up the window and just spit out her gum.
Oh, whoa.
And then throw her hand
And
up
like,
in other
or
people's
like,
faces.
or for hiking, one of my friends will like be chewing gum and they just throw it. Like birds will go and chew that and then they can't digest it, so
Don't litter, guys.
So you might as well have just murdered a bird.
murdered a bird. Yes.
Not cool.
So I don't let people do that either.
You know what I've noticed lately? I'm amazed at how many people will just throw away bottles into the trash.
Regular
just
garbage?
without even thinking about it. Just so. Actually, someone at work the other day, well, she shouldn't have done this anyway, but it was somebody else's water bottle, like a sealed water bottle, and she was trying to clean up somewhere, and she just threw
it in?
the whole thing in the trash.
They can't recycle if they have water in it.
Yeah,
You have to dump it.
But she didn't even throw it in recycling though. She just threw it right in the trash can.
So either way.
So
bad.
it's like, what kind of thing to do is that?
We
It's
have.
such a simple thing to just.
It really is.
And it's easy for you to recycle nowadays. There used to be way
Right
less receptacles
Reusable straw.
for recycling. So that's something that
Reusable
I've
cup.
noticed lately. So yeah. Anyway, you always. No, go ahead.
Speaking of
please.
recycling
Yeah.
and being kind,
Okay.
I just want to vent. I was on demo the other day, maybe like a week ago. and
Demo
we-
at the undisclosed location.
undisclosed
Demoing
location.
something
Yes.
somewhere.
Demoing
Demoing food. And a customer came to me, and I was doing corn dogs with like barbecue sauce. So the most requested thing was, can I have without the sauce? So I had like a bunch of them just without sauce. So the customer came and she kind of mumbled. So I'm like, here you go. Like I gave her to her without the sauce, thinking that's what she said. And she's like, I said without a fork. Like, can you listen next time? And I was
Oh.
like, I took the fork out and I gave her the corn dog. She's like, well, I don't want any more. Are you going to reuse that fork? I'm like, unfortunately, I have to like throw it out because it was for you. I put it in the corn dog already. She's like, single hand use plastic. Come on, people. Like, listen next time I talk to you. Like, you're ruining the environment. Do you even care? I was like, you don't know my stance on the environment. You're coming at me like I'm this horrible person because I didn't listen to her and gave her a fork. So there's crazy people out there who recycle, but you can be nice about it and
Well,
just
yeah, that's
inform
just-
people.
That sounds like just a fucking dickhead who wants to sound holier
like-
than thou.
Like, you don't know my stance. You don't know how much I love the environment. I was like, I love the environment very much so, but this is my job to be serving you this. And our forks are biodegradable.
Yeah. It's an interesting question though, because I've thought too, if I've seen someone throw away a bottle in the trash, I would like to tell them, hey, you should put that in recycling. But how do you do that without...
You can do it
tactfully.
nicely. She came at me though without knowing me. If you, it's like your
Yeah.
coworker be like, hey, like we have recycle. Can you just throw that out?
Well, it's amazing how many jerks there are like that. They really
there
are.
are.
Like,
But
like,
there, I think there's a
'cause you
way
could be
to go
a jerk
about
and
it.
recycle. Now, you could be a jerk and a vegan.
And-
you know, like you're not. I'm saying, but you could.
I
Like,
also think there's a way to go about that too. But that's like another topic.
it's a whole
like,
other show.
That's a whole nother show. You just be nice in your attempt to make the world a better place. Don't be mean. If you're shoving
Exactly.
things down people's throats, people are going to do the opposite. And they're going to look at you that certain way. They're going to put you under that category. So, like, vegans
Yeah.
have a bad rep because vegans are mean. They're very judgmental. That's not the way to go about things, but just be kind and compassionate, blah, blah, blah.
True. Well, also, if you're coming at someone, they're gonna, they get offended and they want to defend what they're doing.
What they're doing.
Yeah. And then I think I'd never use a bag at the supermarket anymore, but I used to when I was younger. I think I was a teenager, and maybe I double bagged something with a plastic, and my brother-in-law was like, double bag. He's like, you really hate the environment that much? And I got so mad that it was just like, he does that a lot.
He does things
Well,
like
he used to do that, I should say. He's softened up, but he used to do that a lot, where he'd like come at me hard for something, and it's just like you get defensive and you get angry.
Yeah.
And anyway, okay, you always leave at least a 20% tip at a restaurant, no matter the service.
Easy here.
Yes.
I'd say 15. I leave 20. If you're not great though, 15. 15 is the lowest I go though.
I
I-
pretty much always leave 20, man. Yeah.
But do you do it when you pick up? Because I still do. I still tip if I'm picking up, not deliver.
Depends.
Because
I don't
I
feel like
feel
I have
weird.
to when I'm
I
picking
Yeah,
up.
if you're
feel
picking
weird
up,
if I
you
don't.
You don't really have to if you're picking up.
But that's another thing about people pleasing. I'm like, they're like, can you
'Cause that's
sign
the thing,
this?
though.
And I'm like, there's an option for tip. I'm like, they're
The
looking
option,
at me do this.
the option
Don't
for
give me the
tip
money.
is generally like,
for
I think it's
service.
pretty understood that if you're picking up, you
I
don't
know.
need to put a tip
I
in
still
there.
feel weird
Unless you have
if I
a
don't.
crazy order with a million different things on it and stuff. I don't think you feel like you have to put a tip on there.
I still do.
But if you feel like you want to and should, then do it. But if you feel like that's hurting you in some way to pay that extra money,
I mean, it's not necessary. I
So-
don't know.
it's up to you.
Yeah, the choice is yours.
The world is
I'm
over
pretty
me.
much a 20 boy, but if your service sucks, 15.
Yeah.
Because that's my way of getting at you.
Here's just your 15%.
Yeah, here's just
You're
the
missing out
standard.
that 5%.
At least you give a tip. Some people won't give a tip. That's
No,
just
I don't think
messed
I've
up.
ever not.
That's
Yeah.
atrocious.
That
Yeah.
is messed up.
That
yeah.
is atrocious.
Yeah. that ain't
Waiters and
cool.
waitresses don't make anything. They rely on tips. So, yeah.
That's just a whole
Tip.
messed up thing right there.
All right, here's the last one.
Okay.
You are always patient.
Ah,
No.
I'm trying.
Me
I'm trying.
neither, yeah, it's hard.
You know, I've been definitely lately. I've been trying to have more patience throughout my life.
Yeah.
I'll say it's a work in progress. I don't think anybody's 100% patient all the time.
No, and the way things are like real fast moving nowadays, it's hard. But I do try. But I'm pretty impatient, I feel like.
I'm very impatient.
I think it's important to really, like, when you're focusing on trying to be patient, take a step back, you know? Take a step out of yourself.
Yeah,
and think about
I've been doing that because it's like, okay.
And go, you know what I found is helpful is to just go a little bit slower. I have a tendency to go too fast myself. So I slow myself down just a little bit, and it kind of changes my mindset, you know?
Yeah. I'm with you, bro.
I'm like the least compassionate when I drive.
Oh.
I'm like a different person when I drive.
Driving's hard. Driving is tough.
But I've been getting better. Like, I'm gonna always bring this up because yoga did like help me with a lot. They like just kind of teach you like you're in the moment, stop rushing.
Yeah.
But I do get mad in the car, and that's something I need to work on. Like, why should I?
Do you curse?
I don't curse, but like I'm like, oh my god, like if someone is going like 20 and a 40, I'm like getting mad. Like I get so I'm very anxious. So that also contributes to it. So I'm like, oh my god, I need to get this. I need to get there. And I always leave early to get places, so I always have time. I don't know why I'm always in a rush. Like if I have to get to work at 3, I leave at 2. I'm there by like 2:25. Like I always have time.
Yeah.
But like if I'm hiking and I'm like driving far and it's like the parkway and stuff and people don't know how to drive, like I'm getting mad. And then I'm mad for like a split second and that kind of like takes a toll on me and it ruins my day. But why should I let that little thing ruin my day?
It's true.
Because I'm letting people have the power over me and you shouldn't. Yeah, I need to work on that too. But driving, that's a different story.
We're all works in progress. You know, we're all human beings.
Yeah.
Nobody's perfect.
We're all human beings.
And that's okay.
Beans.
We're all human beings.
Well, listen, I'm glad we had this discussion. This has been really nice.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Lindsay, I hate to do it to you, but
What?
you're going against the fence.
No!
You're going against the fence!
Stop. I don't do well under pressure, so this is not gonna do good. Oh my god, stop.
All right, Lindsay. You're up against the fence. Are you ready for this?
No.
Ready for this?
No! Can I have that just in case
All right.
Sean tries to beat me?
First question. You're such a nice, wonderful person. Why are you like this?
Aw, that's really nice.
I'm getting mad, dude. Answer the question, bro.
Because
Dude,
my
I'm
mom.
getting furious. Answer the question. Why are you so wonderful?
Because I was raised by an awesome mom.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why does your hair look so pretty? Yeah.
This is
Answer
my
that.
This is my dirty hair. I guess.
Why you so fun to be around? Why you so funny?
Oh my god.
You
that's
dick.
so nice.
Why you one of my best friends? Why you one of my best friends, you fucking piece of shit?
Oh my god, that's so cute.
I'm kind of out. I don't really have
Alright,
any
good.
guys.
We did. Yeah. You want to get the fence?
Aw,
Against the
that
fence.
was really cool.
That was our like kind version of against the fence.
Aw,
Great job.
I'm happy. That was
Give
easy.
ourselves a pat on the back.